Hello, it's Rich, otherwise known as Zort Rider. Hope you're all doing well. So what I thought I'd do today is just a couple of things. I'm now 8 days into my bot-free month. It's going quite well, really. I mean, I haven't really had the temptation to buy anything because I think last month I bought the majority of things that I actually wanted, to be fair. Um, So the only thing I have seen, and it was reduced in the entertainer today, is it the Power Surge Optimus from RID? The newer version anyway that was released with Scorponok. I haven't got that one yet. But looking at it, it doesn't look the best toy anyway. It was only 10 of those, but I left it. So the only bot that I've received, and I did order this before October, is this guy. Arms Micron Sylar breakdown. Wow, this toy is an amazing figure, and I cannot understand why we didn't get this in the UK. I have got the black one, which obviously breakdown is blue in the show. Without saying any spoilers, this is a different version of breakdown later on in the show. But it's a great figure. It's got some cool stickers. These were already applied on there. I've seen them going on eBay for about £70-80. Someone had this listed for best offer on eBay of 60. I ended up getting it for 45 just as the auction was getting it, which is still quite a lot of money for a Voyager. But I know how rare he is, and I really wanted a breakdown. So yeah, I've got one now. Lots of great detail. This part is new on this mould. The original blue one doesn't have that section, and what's really cool is inside, I don't know if you can see a tiny Silas head, which people who've watched the show will understand why that is. He's a great figure. The only thing I don't like is this thing. Now, it looked like it was part of a model kit inside. Someone had had this previously, obviously, and put it all together. But it's kind of like a little Target Master thing. It does transform into some kind of blue praying mantis-y type thingy. To be honest, I really wanted a hammer with him. And I've seen some of the Shapeways stuff on there, and they look brilliant. They look absolutely fantastic. But it's going to cost over 20 quid to get just a weapon over here. So I thought, I'm not going to bother with that just at the moment. I did have a bash at making my own hammer out of some spare parts that I've got. So this is a neck off a spare Voyager Predaking dragon head. This was a section off his arm. I've got a complete version of him up the loft, but this was just in a bag of bits I bought, and that's a wheel off Beast Hunters Optimus, and yeah, it's not as good as the original thing or the Shapeways one, but put it in there. It looks okay. Got to use my art degree for something, and so there we go. But yeah, I recommend Breakdown. He's one of the best Transformers Prime figures I think I own. But there's some great figures within that line anyway. And this is a little bit late, but I wanted to touch on the TFYTC homework from the other week about the best Transformers gimmick. I think someone touched on there that actually, you know what, transforming itself is a gimmick, but that's an obvious one. So there's been some great gimmicks in the past. The obvious ones, like the fact that they can combine, some Transformers can combine, the fact that Headmasters is a gimmick, or Titan Masters if you call them by the equivalent today. Retro Prime mentioned the rub sticker as a great little gimmick, which is cool. It's great. It's a good shout. It's something that I would have definitely overlooked. But I try to think back about when I was a kid, because when I was a kid it was more about the gimmicks, more about the things that they used to. We used to have this Terminator figure that used to water punch, and it looked rubbish, to be fair, but it switched its head and it used to throw a punch, and it was great to play with. So I thought back to what I used to enjoy doing when I was playing with my Transformers, and I thought of this little fella. I think his name's Flame Feather, I think. It's got a cool little gimmick, like a lot of toys did in the 80s. That or the early 90s. It's got the spark thing, which does kind of still work. Yeah, see it there. Not bad for a toy that's well, about 18 years old now. But yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I've got a lot of the Spark bots. Remember driving with them and using that flame as a weapon and all that kind of stuff, and it was cool. Someone had told me at TF Nation, I can't remember who it was, so put in the comments if it was you, that that actually sparks were banned in America. So these type of things were banned in America because it could cause damage to children. Which is crazy, really, because you can walk in and buy a shotgun from their equivalent of Asda, but you can't buy something that does a little flame. So yeah, so not much else to report this month. I have got a couple of bots on the way that I bought on the 31st of September, so technically it's not part of my armistice, but I did buy some bots, but I didn't buy them for my collection. I'll show you why. So there's a shop called Clearance Bargains up by me. Apparently there are some of them across the country, but I've only ever seen the one by me. And I popped in there just on the off chance. I'd gone up the road to get some milk or something, and they had some Dark of the Moon bots in there for a while, and they had some Creo in there. And I walked in and I spotted they had some of the Legends Combiner Wars in there. I noticed Skywarp and I noticed Rodimus. And I thought, oh, fair play, they're starting to come through. And I saw these guys, Blackjack. Now, as far as I'm aware, he wasn't released in this country. I have got one. I got one when I bought Mountain Master as part of a lot on eBay. But these guys, brand new. So I've only picked them up on the off chance that someone wants one, and I'll sell it here for whatever I paid for it plus the postage. But if you are interested in a Blackjack, let me know. Put it in the comments below and I'll get back to you somewhere. Or you can follow me, Zort Rider, on Twitter and message me on there. So anyway, have a great weekend everyone, and I'll leave it at that. See you later.